I also want to make sure we can find a way to make it work if it is something you want to do. But it sounds like
Sure.
it is. So I'm willing to
It is.
100% work with you on this.
Okay.
I'll send over the link. I'll just put it in the chat right now, and then we'll get the onboarding scheduled. Just got it. I believe it went through. So we're good to go there. Well, Amy, I'm excited. I really do like you too. I make $78,000 per month with my agency. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys a live sales call that I closed for $5,200. And this is with a cold lead who I've never spoken with before, who ended up paying on the spot. And I know a lot of agency owners struggle with sales calls. You hear, I need to think about it, send me more information. Or maybe you're stuck charging $500, even under $1,000 per client, wondering if you even can charge high ticket. So as you watch this call, I want you to pay attention to a few things, from the little nuances in discovery, how I'm creating pain, finding the urgency, and pre-handling all objections before they ever come up at the end. Because there's a lot of people who talk about sales, but never actually show you what it looks like on a live call or in practice. So watch closely and take notes, because most people are gonna watch this and still not put any of it into practice. Are you outside right now?
No, I'm in the office.
Oh, I thought there was like a house in the back. Looks like a nice background.
Yeah, thank you.
I was gonna say I'm jealous because I'm in St. Paul area, Minnesota, and today I think right now it's -18. We have a high of -10 today. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy. I'm originally from Ohio, so
I saw you're a Buckeyes fan.
All of my friends are telling me how miserable it is up there. And I said, well, we were supposed to get an ice storm, which is worse than the snow, because in Charleston, we don't have trucks. No. So you're and then plus we're a lot of, it's kind of a unique area. So you have to go over a bridge to get to each island, and those always freeze over. So you're stuck. I mean, if we get an ice storm, you're done until it melts.
I think there's like a cold front just going across everywhere. Because I just spoke with the guy from Texas, and they're shutting everything down over there. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
Well, supposedly we're just supposed to miss it. It's just supposed to stay north of us. So I'm hoping that's the case.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah. Really.
Yeah. So I just had your YouTube pull up as well. It looks good. You do pretty kind of consistent there. You've been posting a bit over there, which I always love to see.
Well, I can't take the credit for it. I did have, I was working with a marketing company, to be perfectly transparent, out of Florida, and they are firm believers in not advertising on YouTube. They said you have to keep consistency, and you have to, keep doing more and more videos and keep everything consistent, that it all looks the same, and then you'll start driving organic traffic. And that was their play on everything. The reason why we parted ways is because, and I'm not sure where the lack of communication came from, whether it was from them or whether it was from, they use basically virtual assistants. Every time we got on, they were good about doing a group meeting once a month to kind of figure out where we're going to go next. And it was always people on there from
Philippines or something.
Yeah, wherever. India or one of those.
Got you.
So I don't know if the breakdown was there or not, but I said, I'm paying you that are in Florida are supposed to be the marketing gurus, and you're supposed to be giving me suggestions. But it was always the other way around. I was constantly having to look at what's going on. I gave them full access to my Google Drive. There are tons of videos in there. Just from walkthroughs I've done. They were supposed to optimize, if I wasn't doing new video, then they were to optimize what is already there, keep refreshing that.
Yeah.
And that wasn't happening. I was constantly getting text messages. It's time for a new video. It's time for a new video. Well, I don't feel comfortable with doing it myself. So, and I want it professional. I mean, I do a lot of luxury work, and I want it to look professional. So I hire my photographer, and he comes in, and we spend a day or a couple days just knocking out, different types of video. So I told them, well, what do you want me to video? You tell me. You're the experts. Why am I having to do this? And we kept having that conversation. Finally, I said, I'm done. I'm done.
And now with the company,
I'm paying you, the marketing company, to give me your expertise on what the top of the line realtors are doing that's working. And you're constantly coming to me. So why am I paying you?
And how long ago was that?
We separated probably in November.
Okay, so not too or a bit recent, just a couple months back. Okay, so yeah, and I'll give you my 2 cents about the running ads on the channel. Part of it, I think the people who go and sell you organic are gonna say don't do ads because they want you to obviously keep paying them, which is part of it, right? There's maybe some merit to it. What I've seen though, I haven't had any issues with it. I've actually seen if you have a channel, it definitely helps to have organic content out there, because what happens is when someone goes and watches your ad, because we're going to get about usually 30, 40,000 views a month on these ads, is then they start going to your organic channel as well. So I actually see the two kind of go hand in hand to each other, which is why I like to see you have a pretty good baseline there. Good thumbnails, good titles, and a lot of the stuff there. We can definitely go and optimize some of it as well. But the two definitely go hand in hand. I think you're at an advantage based on what you already have. You have these assets, which a lot of agents I work with, frankly, don't even have a channel, and we're still getting really good results on the ad side of stuff. So it's not even a necessary thing, but it for sure will help out. And it's just going to make both of our lives easier because you have some stuff we can send to them in the meantime. I guess we'll go.
To me, I've always felt, and I have never found a company that I've been able to work with that I seem to be able to communicate this to, but I've always felt, I mean, Google's the way to go for leads, for anything. I mean, everybody is, right now, I do run social media ads.
But Facebook?
Facebook, yeah.
How are those going?
I go through a company called Street Text.
Oh, yeah.
And are you? Okay. Yeah. And I run them through there. You get a lot of junk. You got to weed through. I do have a virtual assistant from the Philippines, and I've been working with her about 3 years. Really, I need to find a new virtual assistant too. She's just, I just don't know. She can't seem to get the calls to the appointment. And it's just, communication with her hasn't been real good either, but I like her in the fact that, she does speak clear English. One thing about it, with me working with a lot of older folks, if they hear a foreign voice, they're going to hang up.
Yeah.
They're not good. Yeah.
Right away.
So I have a couple issues going. I would like to get better leads, stronger leads. How I accomplish that, I don't know, but that's why I'm here. And then the second thing is I've got to look for another virtual assistant. And I was working on that in December, hoping to have that accomplished before 2026. And of course, that hasn't happened.
Yeah, you definitely, you don't want to rush that either. The same thing I apply is you always want to hire slow, fire fast, the saying is. So it's definitely important you vet them, you make sure they're good. But so the biggest thing you're kind of looking for, just, I was going to ask, with like something like this, kind of Google is the way you want to go, just with like for the reason of intent and like lead
common
quality.
Sense just tells me that.
Yeah.
I mean, am I wrong?
Facebook is going to be a lot more top of funnel, as you know. That's like why you need to have a virtual assistant calling those leads. With YouTube, because it's owned by Google, it's based off of search intent. It's going to be a lot more middle to bottom of funnel, meaning people who are already actually in the market to actually go and sell a home, buy a home, whatever we want to target. So that's going to be the biggest thing with it, is it's just, it's going to be a lot higher quality. You're going to get less leads, but the quality and conversion rate on these is much higher compared to your typical top of funnel stuff.
And that's what I want. I would rather have less, but quality, than trying to weed through every looky-loo because that's basically what a lot of them, I would say 80% of them say, oh, I just want to, I just surf. It amazes me how many people have so much time on their hands.
And they come in, I don't know if you noticed, but like when I did Facebook ads back in the day, you would get leads at like 3 a.m. and like just random times, and it's like, oh, I'm just looking for pictures of homes on board. It's like, don't you have anything better to do?
Like sleep?
Apparently not.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you definitely do. That's why you need a virtual assistant over there, which the nice thing for these leads is we'll get, it kind of depends on a few factors, but usually we're getting 10 to 15, maybe 20 a month. So it's pretty simple for you to go and call yourself, which is what I recommend for a lot of agents, because also they're going to see you on the video and they genuinely want to talk with you specifically because they see you on the video. Whereas like if I put the Facebook ads you have now, do you know the ads they're running? Do they go and show you those, or do you just kind of have them?
Oh yeah, I have a dashboard that I can go in and look, because sometimes I'll run them myself, but right now I'm having Street Text run those for me.
Okay. So I guess is the main thing, are you looking for mainly, is it listings, or would you want buyers? What are you looking for ideally with like a lead?
Now I have 3 listings and every single seller is a pain in the ass. I'm thinking, why am I taking listings? No, but listings is the way to go. I mean, we all know it in this industry that the more listings you have, the better. So yeah, I'm still, and then plus, you know, with these new regulations coming in for buyers agents, we're getting beat up on the buyer side.
Yeah.
I mean, we're down to like 2 and 2.5%. It's ridiculous. So I would prefer the sellers, because then I feel I'm more in control and negotiating with them on what my commission's going to be, instead of taking whatever they want to pay a buyer's agent.
Yeah, whatever they leave for you. Okay.
Yeah.
And are your average listings, I think your website, I had it pull up, it said 1.2. Is that about right? Or what are you kind of looking for in terms of like a listing?
I like 700 and up.
Okay. 700 and up. Perfect. So what's the game? How are you getting business now? Is a lot of it, are you getting a lot from Facebook, from Street Text, or is a lot of it is like Sphere referrals?
Sphere and referrals.
Okay. What'd you do production wise last year, 2025? So I have an idea.
About 25.
Okay.
But, and that was, I would say, the last 4 years, just to give you a little bit of my background. When I was in Ohio, I was strictly commercial. I came from a developer when I first got licensed, doing shopping centers, building shopping centers in 4 different states. So when I got my license, I didn't want to travel stateside because I had my daughter. The broker at Caldwell Banker automatically put me in commercial. I didn't care. That's what I knew. So I did that for 20 years and was very successful at it. I would say 30 to 40 people a month now. But like I said, 80% of those are looky-loos. You really got to dig in. And that's what my intent is, kind of my goal next week, is to just go through Street Text and just pull the ones who have come back multiple times, because it does show you return clients. To me, those are the ones that are serious, if they're coming back a second time to look at something. And I can run retargeting ads through them, which I like. I can't do that through Follow Up Boss or any, that's what my CRM is now. And I have Luxury Presence as a website. I'm actually having built a website now for me, but I'm still gonna have to look for a CRM. And now Luxury Presence is saying they're coming up with a CRM. So I'm like,
it's always something new.
Yeah. So now I don't know whether to go through with my WordPress site or if I should just hang in there with Luxury Presence. It's kind of
I got you. Okay. I guess, is there a reason with the Street Text? I mean, how have you gotten deals from it? Have you closed deals from it?
Yes, I have.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Is there a reason you don't just go put more money into that? Like, instead of like looking at another opportunity? That's the first thing I always go and ask. If that's working, if you can just double down on that.
Because what my thought is, if I have a smaller volume of people, but they're real, then I don't need a virtual assistant. I can just cut that out and work direct.
Because how much are you paying her a month or them a month?
500.
Yeah. So so that's the ideal goal, is, and you can cut that out, have less leads, higher intent, and then it's street text. That's the are those buyers ads? Are those mainly buyers you're bringing in, or are those listings?
Well, what I'm advertising now are my listings, my 3 listings. So those are, you know, supposedly bringing in buyer leads. And then I'm also running a downsizer ad.
Got it.
Which that usually will pull in sellers, but a lot of those aren't, you know, they just are a lot of them are looking for what the value is, you know, what their home's worth right now.
Yeah. Looking around.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess so, like looking forward over on YouTube, I mean, you're already good on the video side of stuff. You have like on your channel, you have those little 3, 4, 5 minute videos, which is perfect.
I do have a gal that I follow. She's done very well, and she swears by video or YouTube advertising. She gets a lot of views, you know, 30, 40,000 views. And she's just really pushed forward.
What's her last name? Wendy, how do you spell that? I was gonna see if I could find, because I have a tool where I can go see what ads people are running. I don't know if I can. Just gonna see if I could find that.
She's actually going into more. She went luxury. She was selling $300,000 to $400,000 homes, and now she's up over $1 million. But she's with EXP, so she's trying to. Her goal is to get one agent in every state. So that she, you know, because in EXP,
the downline.
Yeah. And that's her goal. So now she's going into more videos on
so we can go and see, she's
working with agents. Wow.
So I mean that's a really good sign right there. That's the thing I don't understand about YouTube ads. I think a lot of people don't do it because they think it's super tricky, it's too challenging. When you can just go on Facebook and put a picture of a home up and then get people clicking on it. It's like, why would I do YouTube? But the big thing for you is you're looking for basically quality rather than quantity, and then being able to ideally get rid of the VA and then save yourself $500 a month, but then be able to just have less leads, but more conversions basically.
Yes.
Okay. And is the goal, I mean, with something like this, would it be like 1 or 2 listings a month? Or I guess, what would you ideally be looking for with adding something like this for 26?
I would like to start out in 26, 1 to 2 a month. But then by mid-year, I'd like to be up to 4 a month.
Okay.
I haven't decided on a team, though I do have a gal moving down from Ohio. I'm working with them on buying a home. Okay. And she's not licensed now, but she's very familiar with the real estate business. And she's someone that I feel like I could work with. And so if she would come on board, that could make a difference in boosting that up even more. But that's what I feel comfortable with as a solo agent.
Okay. And this would be the primarily listings that we want to focus on. 1 to 2 listings a month, getting up to 4 by mid-year. Okay.
And I assume by doing this, the buyers float in there too. Are you seeing that?
And you're going to see a lot of the listings as well. I don't know the exact percentage, but definitely a good percentage are going to then want to buy too, right? They got to go and buy a home. So you'll be able to do both sides. And then obviously you're getting the full commission on that, which is always nice.
And my my photographer, he's young, you know, he's got a great eye for real estate, not so much for how do I want to put it? I always tell him, I said, you're too close. Get back. I'm older. I don't want to see this. I don't, clean me up. And he's like, he's not a portrait person, but he's got a great eye for real estate. So I think my videos are top notch. I just think he does a fabulous job, and he's open to anything. Perfect. So, and that's he's amazing. Still at the point where he's reasonable.
Yeah, well, we maxed that out. But yeah, that means you have all the resources and stuff in place. There's no one really doing it in your market, and you already
that amazes me.
It's crazy. I mean, and you've been in the business, what? You've been doing real estate
32 years.
32. Yes. Yeah. And so, I mean, for sure, I mean, considering you're good on video too, I really think we can do some serious damage over here. And part of what I do as well, so I'm not a huge company. One thing you mentioned with like the other one you were with is you go speak with a guy from India, Philippines. I do all the stuff that I'm going to show you. I'm personally doing on the back end. I hire on the front end so that I can be the one to do everything on the back end, because I think that is super, super important, right? Because you don't want to pay and then get handed off to someone who you didn't even know you were paying for.
Sure.
That's just like a waste. I've been in stuff like that too. But I can definitely walk you through, I think, how we can for sure do this. We're not going to be able to get 4 listings a month right away. I'll just tell you that right
No.
now. But for sure, getting 1 or 2 in that price point. Number one, it's good commission check if we're starting at roughly 700 or so, but we can always as well, once we see the return, we just consistently ramping it up. And then if you want to get other agents on your team, maybe we can also start running some ads specifically for buyers, which is what I do with a lot of team leads and brokers that I work with. So that's something down the line we can kind of talk about too, but we're going to start on the seller side, definitely get some listings coming in there, and then we'll talk about kind of next steps to expand from there.
Okay.
So I can kind of walk through right now what the kind of game plan strategy looks like if you don't have any other questions.
No.
What's up? Hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. I am going to be cutting out the pitch section of this video just because I'm actually still running my agency, unlike a lot of these other people, and I just don't want to show you guys exactly the exact service and stuff I'm offering. That's just what I show to guys that I work with one-on-one. If that is something you'd be interested in, working with me directly and having me review your sales calls, build a custom sales process like this, go click below, first link in the description, apply to work with me. Other than that, back to the video. We'll get, I would say, again, if we're getting 15 leads a month, out of those, usually we'll get 3 to 5 listing appointments from that. And if you're closing like at 50% of those listing appointments, that's about 2 listings a month there, which is what we're going to get to start. And then we can, of course, ramp it up as well, which then we would just go and increase the ad spend, which we'll go into in a second. But it's definitely really scalable. But I think you can really, really do well with it. There's nobody in your market doing something like this, which is super encouraging.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. What are your thoughts on all this? What questions do you have?
I love it.
I think we're lagging a bit.
No, not right now. Yeah, I mean, I think it's the direction I've been wanting to go, but I've been nervous about it because, like I said, all the marketing people that I've been talking to have said, don't just stick with organic on YouTube.
I guess, do you see with the process, because obviously like the Windy lady, she's doing it. I mean, do you feel like this is the right thing for you?
Yes.
Yeah, and all I'll say is, like, if I was, sorry, go ahead. This is the delay.
Especially with you showing me what's going on in my market. I mean, it doesn't. I think it's a niche that I can get into and be successful at. And it's something that just naturally made sense for several years to me.
Yeah, it's more of a case of like, I mean, it seems like when you think of it, it's like, wow, how would this not work? And then it's just actually executing it, which is then what I'm here for. My job is just getting you in front of the homeowners, and then you go do what you're good at, and then just showing you the ropes to just, hey, step 1, step 2, step 3. If we follow this, we're going to get listings. It's as simple as that.
Makes sense.
Awesome. Well, you have any other questions about the process? Otherwise, we can kind of go through next steps, how to get rolling.
Nope. Go ahead.
Awesome. So I would say first part is going to be the ad spend. Now, this is what's going to go right to YouTube. This will get us about 15, 20 leads a month. I would say for you, starting around, I would say $50 to $75 a day, somewhere in that range is what I would start with, what I'd recommend.
Okay.
And that's going to get us about 30 or 40,000 views on these a month as well. Basically, the more you spend, the more people see it. Yeah. And that's how we can also scale it up as well. Once we get to month 5, 6, we can always scale it up then too.
Okay.
So any questions on the ad spend or kind of how that would work? Next steps, kind of give you an idea. We would be able to launch within 1 to 2 weeks. We would just have an onboarding call. Your only job is just shooting the videos. From there, I do everything else in the back end. We'll be good to launch within 1 or 2 weeks. So it's a pretty quick turnaround time there. What we would do to set this up, we would run it for 6 months to start. The goal with that is by month 1, 2, we start to get listings coming in. We consistently ramp it up from there. By month 6, we'll keep ramping it up to get 3 or 4 a month, like you mentioned, is what the goal would be down the line. But basically what I do is 6 months for me to do all the management, the setup, like my editor, all that stuff. It's just $5,200 for the entire 6 months. And that's just a one-time.
Okay. Now that we're down to the money, I have to think about it.
Yeah, no worries.
Because that would be about $1,500 a month.
Yeah, on the ads. We're never going to go
Okay.
over that, but yeah, that's what I would always recommend.
Okay, I've got to think about it.
Yeah, no worries at all. I guess what are your thoughts on everything we kind of went through? I mean, the process itself, is it something like process like you're 100% good on that, or how do you feel about it?
I am. I mean, it's where I wanted to go. It's just a matter of if I, want to front that money to get there.
So it's mainly just the like process you're good. It's literally just the investment. That's the main
It
thing.
is, and it's a lot to do with my finances. It's just a lot to think about.
Yeah, no, I completely understand.
I mean, I hate adding more debt.
No, I hear you 100%. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, like if it's the obviously the numbers. However, in terms of my like service fee, I'm happy if it does help to split it up, if that would even help at all. But if it's something you can't do as well, like you can just let me know, and like there's no worries whatsoever. If now is not the right time for it.
Yeah. I think I would be okay if I could split that up.
Because yeah, I mean that's something I'm more than willing to work with you on. Because again, I mean the opportunity I think in your market, just even looking it up,
I think
it's
so
massive.
too.
Yeah,
and I don't want you working with somebody else to go against me.
I know. I'm gonna feel bad now if I go work with someone else.
That's right.
Yeah. This is Amy's market. But yeah, so I mean I can 100%, like I'm open to chatting about splitting up if that would help and you would be good to go. Like I'm definitely open to doing that and making it work with you. Because again, I think we can do some serious damage over here.
Okay, can I think about it on how, I mean, do you have a payment plan that you do with people, or is that on an individual basis that you talk about it?
Yeah, so a lot of it is honestly on an individual basis. Usually what I would do, I mean, it would be either we could do like half now, half in like 90 days or something like that. We could split it into thirds potentially. It's kind of just like whatever would work for you. And obviously not put you in I don't want to put you in a bad position. That's the last thing I want to do here. But I also want to make sure we can find a way to make it work if it is something you want to do. But it sounds like it is. So I'm willing to 100% work with you on this.
Okay. I think if I could do thirds, I would be okay. Just knowing that what I have in my pipeline, I've got my farms under contract. And then I have the buyers that are going under contract, but they're not closing until March. I think if I could do thirds, I would be comfortable.
Okay. Let me see what that would be. So that would be about 1,700.
Yeah.
We would put that in a third. So we could do a third now, a third after like 30 days, and a third after like 60 days is what we could do.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Cool. Well, I mean, yeah.
And in the meantime, I should be getting some leads in that I can
100%
get them under contract quick.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I've had listings we go under contract as soon as like 13 days. I've had 15 days, 18 days. So ideally get something pretty quick.
That's crazy.
We're able to flip it around, and then it doesn't happen every single time, but we for sure, I mean, it definitely can happen.
All right. That sounds good. I'm okay with that.
Cool. Well, awesome. Well, I'll send a link over right now. We'll get the whole onboarding started. So what I'll do next steps, I'll send this over, we'll get that covered. I'll send over an onboarding form, and then also we'll set up our onboarding call. But yeah, I'm really excited to get it
Me
going.
too.
I think again, there's a huge opportunity.
With anybody else in the market then?
Yeah. So whatever areas on our onboarding call, whatever zip codes, whatever areas you want to target, I will never work with an agent in those areas who's targeting those areas until as we're working together, because it's just counterintuitive. Because otherwise we're just competing against ourselves.
Right. Well, a lot of companies, they don't care.
Oh, I know. Like handing the leads
Crazy.
to 5 other people. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. That's why I don't go with. I think I tried Zillow for a whole 30 days and said, this is ridiculous. It's one of the reasons why I hate that I'm with Follow Up Boss too, because Zillow ended up buying
It's owned by
Follow Up
Zillow
Boss.
now, right?
And you can't tell me that they're not selling my leads off. I just don't believe that.
Yeah, I think there's something in there where they say they're allowed to because they own it, if I'm not mistaken.
But it is a
Not
good,
100%
it
sure.
is a good CRM. It has the drip campaigns and everything right there. Oh, I don't know. I'm still looking for another CRM.
Well, maybe you like the one I use too, but otherwise I can integrate it with Follow Up Boss. All right, so I'll send over the link. I'll just put it in the chat right now, just for
Okay.
the 3rd, and then we'll get the onboarding scheduled. So just should be in the bottom right of your screen for the
Yep.
chat.
I've got it.
And then let me get the schedule, and I'll send some stuff over to you right now. Just got it. I believe it went through. Perfect. So we're good to go there. Well, Amy, I'm excited. I really do like you too.
There you have it. What it looks like to actually charge high ticket and close these types of clients for your agency. And as you can see, once you pre-handle all the objections in the discovery, there's literally nothing for them to do at the end of the call but buy. And if you've been stuck charging low ticket and you still haven't cracked your first 10K month with your agency, increasing your pricing and close rate is the simplest way to simultaneously hit your first 10K month. You charge more and you close more deals. It's as simple as that. But obviously it's a lot easier said than actually done. But if you guys want to learn my exact sales process more in depth, get it customized to your specific situation and personality type, because everyone's different. Maybe you feel like you don't want to be pushy on calls, or you have a specific way that you haven't really found anything that resonates with you. Well, if you guys want to work with me directly, have me set an entire process up for you so you can not only close more clients, but start charging double, triple, even 10x what you're charging now, then I have something for you. If you want to click the first link in the description below, you can apply to work with me one-on-one directly. We'll go through all of this along with the sales process, build a custom roadmap for you from acquisition, outreach, service delivery to go and scale your agency to hit your first 10K month. Or if you're already making 10K a month, but you're stuck there, we're going to put a game plan together to go hit your first 50K month and beyond that. So first link in the description for that. But other than that, as I always say, don't just watch videos and just let it go in one ear and out the other. Actually take action, actually implement the stuff I'm giving you. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.